Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melissa Morell, and as you can see, today I'm joined by Naomi and Denise. I think you've seen both of them before, definitely. In fact, last time was swimwear for you, wasn't it? Naomi, it was jeans. And today, as you can see, we are doing swimwear cover-ups, the odd playsuit, the odd dress in there. But everything you see today is from Cupshe. Now, the reason we've chosen Cupshe today is because it is incredibly well priced. It is available internationally, so all of you can get it. The styles are incredibly varied and they cater for those who have got a larger stomach, those who have got a larger bust. And so today, within the 3 body shapes that we've got here, we've got myself at 5'3.5", and I've actually got no bust. So I'm, even in this swimming costume, I've added in more pads. But that's the brilliant thing about Cupshe, is that you can add in more pads or take them out. Then you've got Denise. Denise, how tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", bust size?
34G.
34G, and general dress size?
About 14.
About a 14. And Naomi?
40D. What else do I need to tell?
Height?
I'm 5'2".
5'2".
Yeah.
There we go. Dress size, sorry?
14.
About a 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I think we've got the largest bust on yourself. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes. And the smallest on me. So we're going to go through as many swimming costumes, and we've got the odd bikini girls.
Woohoo! Woo! I haven't worn a bikini in years, but let's go.
Let's give it a go. These two are so confident, it's unbelievable. And I love that about you two, that you just embrace all of your figure, don't you?
It's just about it's about sharing with other women as well, and helping them feel that we're all normal and we're all different sizes and shapes. And
but do you know what? Not many women would do that. So thank you, and I'm sure I'm saying thank you on behalf of everybody else. I'm probably the least confident out of all 3 of us today, because we're being very brave today and we've stripped off just for you ladies. Please press the subscribe button. That is all we are asking you to do. It is free to subscribe, but it makes a huge difference to our channel. So if you wouldn't mind pressing it, we would be very grateful. But let's get started. And I think what we'll do is just put on a swimming costume. We'll just tell you, the audience, what we like about it, why it's working, or indeed why it isn't working as well. Okay, let's get started. Naomi has just said I should have got a palm tree for today. And a few beach balls. Yes. But instead, you just got us 3 standing here in our swimming costume. So the first one, we all like it.
We do,
don't we? I think it's suiting all of our different body shapes, which is really surprising. Texture on this one is beautiful. Obviously comes in around the neckline here, but is anybody brave enough to turn around? Go for it, Denise. So as you'll see, it's got these straps here, but you're able to pull in the tie at the back. And what that does is it really pulls it in tight around that bust area,
and
doesn't it?
Up here,
and lifts it up. So do you feel supported?
I feel really supported, yeah.
Great. How about yourself?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, when I first put it on, I thought if you can't adjust it, I don't know if it's for me.
Yeah.
But when Denise put it out, you can adjust it. Yeah, I just felt a bit more
pulled
supported.
in.
Yeah.
The majority of the swim costumes that we're going to try on today have the ability to either add more pads in or take the pads out as well. I think it's just a thin pad in there, isn't it? I have got a huge pad underneath, as I've said, and that is because if I didn't and I looked really flat on top, my naturally slightly pear-shaped would be more exaggerated. So I actually have to build myself up in a swimming costume. Otherwise, like I say, my hips would just look much bigger than they are. But good first one?
Yes, happy.
Yeah, happy. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. We're liking this one as well. I think, Baywatch, eat your heart out, but a slow, special K,
Special K,
slow running down the beach. So why is this working on all of us? First of all, just like when I show you how to dress for yourself in normal clothes, the broadening here is working for all three of us.
Yeah.
So for yourself, it helps to shape around your bust because it actually helps to broaden and make the bust look slightly smaller. For me, it just recreates that hourglass shape, so it shows off my smaller waist, and it then makes my hips balance with my shoulders, because ordinarily my shoulders are slightly slimmer than my hips are. And for Naomi here, it's just putting her back into a beautiful shape. It's showing her curves. The more we show your curves, actually, the more in proportion she looks. And when we are in proportion, we look better in our clothes. It's not about making you look smaller. It's always about making you look more in proportion. So I think we can demonstrate this quite nicely on Denise as well, because what you haven't seen here is that it's actually two-piece. So we can all go to the toilet a lot easier in it, which is obviously brilliant. But for somebody like Denise, who is quite long in the body here and has got these really narrow hips, if you pull that top down now, Denise, I think what we're now going to see is more block-like, straight up and down, long torso, so i.e. out of proportion. When you now hire that top up, I think you're going to find it creates
a bit of more of a hip, more of a waist.
Absolutely, yes, it just digs in a little bit there, and that's all we need sometimes. It's just that subtle difference there. I really, really like that.
And the V-neck just really good for the larger bust.
Really good for the bust as well. This tie here, just adding that little bit of distraction, that's all it's doing. But yeah, I think, are we all liking this one for all of our shape?
The back is quite nice as well, the scoop.
Yes, do you want to turn around? Yeah, that's really nice. It's not, I hate them when they're like just really plain at the back and too high, and it's got good coverage on the bottom as well. Yeah, it's a thumbs up from us with this one. Okay, same swimming costume, 3 different colours, 3 different body shapes, and we all like it. So that's good. There's not many swimming costumes which fit all different shapes and sizes, is there? So starting off with myself, I have taken the straps off, and the straps are just detachable, which is great for sunbathing. I'm wearing it in a small, and I'm a UK 8. It's got good coverage on the back side as well. It feels supportive here. It's the first one that I haven't had to put in extra pads because it's giving me some shape by itself. I like the little cutout detail. I think for me, if it had like a little tie or something on the side, that would make it perfect. But moving on to yourself, how are you feeling, Denise?
I love it. I love this colour. It's one of my favourite colours.
Yeah.
I feel really supported. The bust area is really structured, and it almost feels like I'm wearing a bra, so I've got no worries about falling out if I'm swimming or anything.
Right, good,
or going down any slides.
Yes, yeah.
And I like the fact that the straps are adjustable as well, so if you do want to bring them up or slightly down. But yeah, I really like it. I was surprised I didn't think I would because of this bit here. But.
Yes, so this is the same with summer dresses as well. I often put a lot of ladies who are conscious around that stomach area in a cutout, because what the cutout does is it effectively halves the stomach area, and it adds a different dimension rather than just a block colour over the stomach, which actually sometimes can make the stomach look bigger. It splits it all up, and this line is coming on you at your smallest point. And so then this is making it really flattering by showing some of the flesh in between. So very lovely and flattering. And Lady in Red here just looks absolutely gorgeously curvy and balanced. How do you feel?
Yeah, I really like this one, and like you said, it's just the cutout is sat in the right place, and then it's giving all the support in the right places as well. Yeah,
brilliant. Okay, so thumbs up from this one as well. Okay, so I'm standing here in a bikini because I'm meant to be wearing this one, which is this beautiful orange colour in exactly the same style as the girls have got. But I bought it in a medium. I'm a UK 8, and it is way too big and baggy for me. So, and I think mainly it's because it's quite generous in the bust area, and I don't have much of the bust. So hence why I've got a bikini on right now, but this bikini, it is lovely, very nice, but it is very, very small, and I'm feeling very exposed, so I'm going to hold this in front of me for the rest of the video. These girls, however, should be feeling very confident because you look amazing. So how are you feeling in it?
Good, yeah, it's nice and long, it's stretchy, supported from the bust, covers everything up.
Great, perfect.
Yeah, really happy with this one.
Yeah.
I think that it's a practical one, as well as looking good. You feel like confident in it, but not too overly sexy, so you can go to the swimming pool with the kids at the weekend.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that is a really good point as well, because you kind of do need different costumes for different settings, don't you? Yeah, you can't go too sexy to the local swimming pool, but you don't want to look too mumsy. You still want to feel confident, don't you? Does it feel like it's going to hold the puppies in place? Yeah, and it was adjustable on the back as well, wasn't it? With the straps there. So yeah, another good one from us. Okay, so this swimming costume didn't arrive in my size, so I have got on this lovely little playsuit. Really we all really like that, don't we? There you go, I'll come a little bit closer for you. Really easy to wear. It's got a press stud there. You can either make that V deeper or cover up for your own modesty. Love the shoulder detail here. It's broadening out lovely, tight around the waist. There isn't any pockets, that's a shame. If there was pockets, that would be great, but for the price, it is amazing. It's like a cheeseclothy fabric and just feels really nice and light and airy, basically. So definitely highly recommend that. The pattern on these, love it. So bright. That's what Cupshe is really good at, actually, isn't it? The pattern. Oh, we do have a discount code for you as well. Denise, can you remember that?
Yes, it is MM15 for 15% of £49.
Well done.
And MM20 for 20%, £70.
Great, so save yourself some money, and they're so inexpensive anyway, means you can buy 2 or 3. Loving the pattern on these. How are you feeling in them?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like it?
Yeah.
Supported?
Not quite as much room on the bust for me on this one.
Right.
But it's still, like, I could still wear it.
And are you wearing the medium or the large?
This is the large.
That's the size large, and you're actually in the medium in this one, aren't you? So it's holding you in on the stomach, is it?
Yeah, holding me in here more.
Okay, great. It's beautiful on the back. Do you mind just turning around? So what you get with pretty much all of the swimming costumes from Cupshe is the ability to move the straps. So that helps us to pull up the bust, pull in the bust. And here it's got 4 different places that you can change it. Just all this extra detail here is just a lot more feminine than those that just finish sort of right at the top and just blanket. You get some quite interesting tan marks, but that's fine. She looks great from the front. I'm happy to go with the bad tan marks because it's so pretty from behind. Thank you. And these days I just fake tan anyway. I rarely just sit in the sun, so I don't care about that. Let's get the next one on for you. Okay, so eat your heart out.
Margot Robbie. She's trying to say Margot Robbie.
That's what I'm trying to say. Barbie. Basically, feel like 3 Barbie dolls, but we're here for the colour, aren't we?
Yeah, colour's lovely colour.
We do like the colour actually. On myself, I'm wearing a size small, and it's actually quite big. That it isn't pulling me in tight anywhere, so I would definitely need to go down to an extra small in this. And we should say that you guys have been wearing a large in everything so far, haven't you? And I think it's worth noting that if you go on the website and put in your bust, which is what
I'm a 34G.
34G. Apparently the bust on all of the swimming costumes doesn't go up that high, where actually it has been fitting you bust-wise, hasn't it? Everything. So that hasn't been a problem in a size large at all. I do like the colour and I like the top of it as well, but I definitely need it to be tighter in order to give me a little bit more shape. And how about yourself, Denise?
This, I mean, like you say, it's got more flexibility in the stretch. Personally for me, from the bust, even though it's covering my bust, I would like a little bit more support.
Yes.
So this one isn't adjustable, so I would probably, if I was going to go for this swimsuit, want to bring, you know, this
that
top,
up,
I'll just tuck it slightly, just to give you a bit more support.
Which often can just be done at the back there. You know, I do that with all of my daughters at the moment because she's not so long in the body. And it's just a quick stitch at the back and it can pull it into place. And yourself, Naomi?
I really like the colour, quite like the top half, but for me, I just feel like it needs a little bit more support here because I've got the tummy and I feel like it's showing that rather than sort of disguising it or hiding it in any way.
Yeah, quite a few of the other ones that I felt sucked in around the stomach.
It's just a softer material.
Yeah.
It feels really nice.
It does feel really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. It feels nice, like you could sunbathe in it all day without pulling it out of your backside. That's probably something to say as well.
Go for lunch or breakfast.
Yes. But actually, from a backside point of view, they're covering
really
most of our backsides,
aren't
aren't they? So, you know, a lot of them can sort of go right up the middle here. But I'm feeling the coverage as being quite good on all of them. But on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to do this very quickly because we're all in bikinis and it feels slightly uncomfortable. Although these guys, you feel fine, don't you?
I'm quite happy.
Oh, yeah. It just
really
goes to
like
show you
bikini,
it's not about size, it's about confidence. And you two have really got the confidence where I feel like I just want to
cover some palm leaves.
Yeah, I need something to cover me up because I'm the sort of person that would just put a cover up on as soon as I get out of the water. I'm not very comfortable walking around like this. But anyway, that said, I actually really do like this bikini. I think if you are a little heavier on the bottom, and in fact for most body shapes, a tie here on the side actually works really well. It's a really good distraction tool. It's a really good balancing tool. So the volume there on the ties, albeit very small, is actually making my waist look smaller. I feel quite supported in this one as well, although I probably wouldn't go down a chute, a water park type of thing, but it's fine. I think it's fair to say Denise is feeling less supported.
Yes.
Now, to be fair to Cupshe, the brand, they actually say they only go up to a double D, and you are a
34G.
34G. So we have got some spillage here. Her boobs look amazing, but I think from a personal point of view, you feel like it's not giving you enough coverage.
I think for the swimsuits, coverage has been brilliant, but it's just
not enough.
Not on the bikinis.
Yeah, but I love this.
Yeah,
this is really, really nice. Just really light, gives great coverage, but you can still see a shape through it. So if we were to do that up like that, sort of thing you could go to breakfast in, but you can still see her beautiful curve. So that's great. Love this one on you.
I really like this one.
Do you?
Yeah, I love the colour. Again, it's high-waisted, so for me, I feel like that's just giving me that cover up where I'm more conscious. And the top, I'm a D, and I would say fits me nicely.
You well, yes. And do you mind turning around so we can see the coverage on the back? Beautiful strap detail there. She can pull that in as tight as she wants. Good coverage on the backside. Great one for you, Naomi. Yeah, right, let's get these off. Okay, so for the next one, we've all got various different views. The girls very kindly think this one looks very nice on myself.
Yes, it does.
And we've been in front of the mirror trying to work out why it suits myself. And I think it's probably because I'm very equally proportioned between my waistline, my upper and my lower torso. So I'm neither long-bodied nor short-bodied. So what that means is that the strip round here is actually coming in at my smallest point. So it's helping to shape me even further. On Denise, however, Denise is quite long-bodied here.
Lower body, upper body from my waist upwards, very short there.
Very short. Okay, so we've got, so basically, if I was to put my hand here, we haven't quite got a hand width between where her bust comes and where her belly button comes. So she's quite short-bodied there. The line there is further exaggerating that. It's making the lower part of the torso here look more block-like, straight up and down really, because you're so narrow on the hips. So with Denise's figure, because she is more top-heavy and she's got these incredible but very skinny legs, what we don't want to do is highlight the skinny leg. or highlight the slim hips. When we do that, it's going to make her look unbalanced, and your eye attention is definitely going to go onto those boobies.
Yeah,
it looks like
with the crisscross.
Especially with the crisscross, absolutely. Although your boobs look good in it. Do they feel supported?
I feel really supported.
Yeah.
And I would wear it, it just wouldn't be my first choice.
Yes, okay. And yourself, Naomi, how are you feeling?
It's not my favourite for me personally, but again, it's because of this white line.
Yes.
And I think it sits too high on me. If I was going to wear the white line, it should be a bit lower or
width.
just not at all, because it's highlighting kind of my broadness rather than making me shaped.
Yes, sure. Okay, are you feeling supported in your bust area?
Yes, I am. And I quite like the crisscross detailing there. It just adds something to otherwise quite like a simple, easy to wear.
Absolutely. And the back is the same as pretty much a lot of the Cupshe backs actually, which I think is really beneficial, the fact that you can pull yourself in. You don't want to pull it in too tight, as Naomi has just said.
I mean, like a little pork loin in the butcher's shop, all rolled up in my string.
So if you find that when pulling the string in quite tight then creates quite a few rolls, then I'd say it's probably not the swimming costume for you. You need to go up a size to begin with. But on to the next one now. Okay, this one is very pretty and I think very flattering. I think this line coming down here is just doing wonders, adding a different dimension because you're top heavy and then quite straight down on this section. It's like it's giving you more curves than you have. So I think it looks really, your boobs look fantastic. I'm having huge boob envy during this video with these two today. On myself, I quite like it as well. It's a size small on me, and actually once again I've had to fill it out with padding a little bit, so it was a bit big on my bust area, but that's a simple thing to do because you can just add the padding in. So if you are more smaller chested, because they seem to be becoming quite generous on the chesting area, don't they? They just add in some pads and you're sorted. Beautiful on yourself as well. Really nice. What are we thinking about the pattern?
Initially, when I saw it on the hanger, I was like, that's just not going to work for me. I'm not a patterny or a frilly sort of person, but I was hugely surprised.
Oh, good. And do you mind turning around just so we can see the back? There we go, adjustable again, good coverage on the back side. Really nice. So same swimming costume, 3 different colours. Love it on yourself. That blue is amazing on you. How do you feel in it?
Yeah, really like this one.
Do you?
Good support on the boobies. And for me, I like the wrinkles because that's my conscious area.
Yes, absolutely. So what she's referring to there is, I was saying just off camera that I've got a few too many wrinkles here in the stomach area, and that's because I don't carry my weight around that area, and therefore it feels a little bit big on me, even though I'm only wearing a size small. Where Naomi, you feel like that is giving you some thing. That's a good thing for yourself. The black here looks amazing on you with your hair, but we've got a bit of side boobage, haven't we?
Yeah, so the cups are underwired, and for me they're just on the small size, so unfortunately I wouldn't be able to wear this. But it's only because most of the other swimsuits have worked for me, but just where they've got the underwired, anything probably over a D, double D, isn't so versatile.
So as Denise said, I think to summarise, if you've got a larger chest and you're buying from Cupshe, then I would probably avoid any that are underwired and really structured in the bust area, because the others, you've been able to pull them in tighter or looser to account for your bust, and they've worked really well, haven't they?
Even some of the structured ones were okay, but it's just with the underwire.
Right, okay, so it's the underwire in particular rather than the structure. Okay, but on your D cup,
that actually fits really nicely. So true to what the website says. Brilliant. Okay, so we've swapped around just because the colours work better like this.
So as you can see, Denise and I have got exactly the same swimming costume on. I think we both like it, don't we?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. For Denise, I heard you say, "Oh, I would have never have thought that ruffles would have worked."
Line. I'd have thought it would have created more, but
No.
actually, it kind of disguises a little bit.
Absolutely, it
Softens
disguises. And like with the cutout before, or like with ties at the side, any distraction when we've got swimwear on is usually a good thing because it breaks up the figure in some way. So in the opposite way for me, it actually adds a little bit of volume over my bust area. So it does almost the opposite, because yours is cutting you halfway down your bust there, where mine is adding volume over my bust. So it works for both of us. It's quite tight across the stomach area, which is quite good. It feels sort of supported around that area. Naomi has got the blue one on with the lovely little shell detail in. I think that's what drew
me to
your eye, didn't it? Now, the only thing I would say about this one is, Naomi, you're shorter in the torso, aren't you? So basically what's happening here is this is sort of bunching together a little bit here. We've really had to sort of stretch it out. Ideally it would be like that, but then obviously it would give you a half boob. Yeah. So I think if you are longer in the body, then this one is going to work better than if you are shorter in the body. But yeah, let's have a look at some cover-ups now, I think. So just myself for a second, just to show you this jumpsuit. We only had it come in my size. Really like it. Very nice, really easy to wear. I've just got it on with a bikini right now, but there's no reason why you couldn't just put a little pin in that if you wanted a little bit more coverage and wear it more on a day-to-day basis. But actually worn quite slouchy like that is really nice. It's got pockets. The back is open, so that makes it quite nice and airy. Now, I think this is going to suit more people who have naturally got a waistline. If you are bigger around that waistline, then I think this could make you look quite block-like through the midsection. So that would be the only thing I would say, but light, airy, really good price. Definitely the sort of thing that I would take on holiday with me. So a couple more options for you. So I've gone gold and shimmery. I like that.
I like it.
You don't think it's too young?
No, not too much.
Oh,
actually,
there we
the
go.
gold's quite classy.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where am I wearing it though?
Anywhere. Boat trip.
Yeah. Boat trip?
Yeah.
It's a bit in the club in the evening. Yeah, because it's glitzy. You perhaps wouldn't wear it around the pool, maybe.
You could dress it
That's
up
where you
or
go
down,
on
I
holiday,
think.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose if you're in an Ibiza or somewhere like that, then maybe it would be right. And then we've got the lovely angel Gabriel here, looking very lovely and demure. I think that would go really nicely with some heels.
Yes, some
in the
gold
evening.
heels or something.
Yes.
I think would look nice.
Yeah. Now they did send me one of these as well for my size, but on me it literally came to my knees, so I would have needed to cut a lot of it off in order for it to work. Same dress as the white one that you had on before, isn't it?
A slightly different
Shoulders.
shoulder,
Oh, it is.
yeah.
Yes, it's broader on the shoulders, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just nice, easy,
easy.
holy dress to put on. Yeah. Perfect for throwing over, and it's got the splits at the side. If you just move to the side, there we go. So that makes it very flattering from a side point of view, because you actually get to see more of the leg, particularly if you're shorter like myself and Naomi, because when it does come sort of quite close to the knees, again, it can make your legs look a little bit chunkier, but when we turn to the side, you've got the split, it elongates the legs up. So yeah, lovely. So 3 different options for you there. So just myself for a moment, as I just wanted to show you one of the cover-up skirts that Cupshe have sent. Really beautiful colour. Ordinarily I would just stick this with a bikini, but I actually just threw it on with this t-shirt, and I kind of like that juxtaposition really between the flowy feminine skirt and then the slightly sort of tougher t-shirt with it. I think that makes it, for me, very wearable if I'm just on a European holiday and I'm walking around the town or something on those lines. This is super light, super easy to wear, no weight in it whatsoever, not heavy, wouldn't add any bulk. And then the t-shirt just gives you a little bit more cover up. But this skirt comes in white and black. We will link all the different colours for you. But yeah, very nice, flattering shape. Okay, so we're all in white for these knitted cover-ups. So myself and Denise, we've got exactly the same one on. I'm wearing it in the small to medium. Is that the medium to large?
It must be. I haven't actually checked.
But I would actually say they're coming up very big anyway, aren't they? So probably most people would only need a small. Look how much room I've got in that. I'm just going to come a little bit closer to the camera just to show you that obviously I've got bikini on underneath. I quite like that sort of slouchy throw-on type of style. It's longer at the back, but it's not going to do anything for your figure wise, but it's kind of quite nice just to give a little bit of a cover up. This one, however, will shape you really nicely. So it's broadening her here on the shoulder area. The V-neck feels nice, it feels structured, doesn't it? Yeah. And then you've got this nice thick waistband here, and then it kicks out here over the legs. A good length on you as well, given that you're 5'2". Often what happens with the cover-ups is maybe they come to about the knees like that, and then actually that's really unflattering on the leg. You actually want to go as short as possible on your leg so that you can get the whole of the leg profile in. By going lower, on most of us, it doesn't look as flattering. So just trust me that the higher you go, the more flattering it is. On yourself, how are you feeling, Denise?
Okay, yeah, it's just easy. Like I say, I don't feel so exposed.
Yes.
So if you were on holiday and you just wanted to, you know, pop up to your room or something, or you get a drink, you just feel a bit more covered and a bit more dressed than just a swimsuit.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel heavy, does it?
No, it's really light.
It's actually, is yours lightweight as well?
Yeah, really light. Yeah,
really lightweight. So that's a good cover up. You can always just wear a shirt. I think all of us often just have the shirt, a linen shirt open, and that is usually one of the best cover ups you can take on holiday. Okay, so you've just got myself and Naomi right now because we've just got these white dresses on. So this is the same white dress that you have already worn. Yeah. But then yourself, this is more like a t-shirt fabric, isn't it?
Yeah, I actually really like this.
Yeah, I think that's really nice on you as well.
And actually I could go to the supermarket on holiday in this,
absolutely.
whereas I couldn't go in the holes.
Yes. Oh, wouldn't you go in the holes? See, I would still go to the supermarket.
Oh, to go to the supermarket? Okay, you can wear holes to the supermarket.
Why don't you want to wear your holes to the supermarket? Maybe I shouldn't be wearing holes to the supermarket. That is a whole nother debate. What do you think, the holes is a bit too see-through, do you think, to go out in public? As opposed to just walking around the pool, maybe?
Well, like, I'd go up to my room in my hotel in the holes. I'd go to the bar in the hotel in my holes. But I think if I was leaving the complex, I might not wear holes. Yeah. Unless I was on the boat trip.
Yes.
Which I would wear the holes. Yeah. How many times can you say holes?
I don't know, but you've said it about 1,000 times. Okay, so great. So if you feel like you want to do more walking around, then that feels more suitable for you. But this one is really lovely as well. I like that on myself. It gives a nice sort of waist definition, doesn't it? Yeah. That's great on your bust. Yeah. Good lengths on both of us, given that I'm 5'3.5" and you're 5'2". So yeah, definitely would be packing these ones. Yes. Just not going in the supermarket, apparently, in mine. Okay, just another couple of options that we've had sent through. These beautiful dresses, obviously myself and Denise wearing them. I've got it on in a small. I'm 5'3.5", and that is where it comes to on myself. Are you wearing the medium?
I'm wearing the medium, yes.
Medium. A little tight across the bust. But then actually the large was too big, wasn't it? It wasn't too big across your bust, but it was too big sort of everywhere else, wasn't it? So I'd say if you are larger chested, that's a harder one to get fitting, wasn't it? We had to do a bit of adjusting. Where on myself, being a little bit more in proportion in terms of balance through the midsection, then it seemed to sit a lot easier, didn't it? And then you found this one.
Yeah, I found this, and I actually really like this one.
Would you go to the supermarket in that one?
I might wear this one to the supermarket, even though it's got holes. I think it's okay.
Yeah, so the difference between this one and the one that Naomi Naomi had on last time was the one in the last time had a panel in the middle that sort of brought a panel like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, gave you a bit of shape.
Gave you a bit of shape, where this one just hangs straight down, but still very flattering on you. Yeah, good length as well. Yeah, light, airy. This one's a really light as well.
They are really light. Yeah, it's really.
And obviously you could wear this one in the evening as well. It wouldn't have to be just over a bikini. In fact, I think it's probably a bit wasted just over a bikini, wouldn't it? This is one going to your supermarket.
You can wear that.
Or even
a bit better than the supermarket.
Bit better than the supermarket, yeah. But very nice, light and airy, and all of these are really well priced as well. And just a reminder that we've got that discount code for you.
The discount code is MM15 for 15% off purchases of £49, and it's MM20 for 20% discount on purchase of £70.
So the reason Denise is saying that is because we keep forgetting it. She's the only one that seems to remember it. But yes, you're right. Thank you, Denise. That is the discount code. So go and grab yourself a bargain for your holidays. So that's it for today's video. We hope you found that useful. I think we're about ready to put our clothes on, aren't we?
Yeah.
we're done with our exposing our bodies today. So please, if you could press that subscribe button, we would be very, very grateful. And we hope you found today's video useful. Everything that you see in today's video will be in the description box, where you'll be able to click on a link for the UK and the US market, and it will take you straight to all of the items. Thank you for watching.